Hey guys, it's Jerry from DIY with Jerry's Garage. This video is going to be a little different. No DIY, but as a lot of people are, we're following the saga of Otter Creek, Florida, um, with the What the Hales channel. And I live about 10 miles outside of Chiefland. Our address says Chiefland. But I live probably 4 miles from the city limit. We shop in Chiefland, obviously, and so forth. But I do not live in the city of. I guess that's the point. Um, I wanted to talk about what's going on there. And I want to say this right up front. I personally think most of the people in Otter Creek are probably very good people. Always have corrupted politicians, and either of these politicians, the two of them, we know who we're talking about, Meeks and the other one. Now, anyway, they are either wholly incompetent or wholly corrupted. And when you think about it, it's the exact same thing. The things that are rumored that Russell Meeks Sr. has done with his power to trade whatever's been implied or inferred or whatever the hell the word is, for, political favors of some sort or another, disgusts me. And with Mr. Hales and what he has done by suing the town, I actually agree with 1,000%. I do. Anytime you have the means to fight corruption and stand for not only your own rights but the rights of others, I am absolutely all for. Okay. The Meeks reputation is not great around here. They have local politics pretty much under their thumb. So, it is what it is. Local politics, they many times can be way more dirty than federal and state politics. For those of you, any of you who live in small towns, you know this. All right, there's always somebody, I don't know, skimming off the top or something, okay? And whether that's actually happening here, I don't know, but if it isn't, then it's incompetence and they don't need to be in the position they're in. Otter Creek, because of these people, has a very bad reputation. Not very bad, but it's not a great reputation, let's put it that way. The problem I have is the attitude on which this is being portrayed, I guess. I got to constantly hear about how much money he has, and more power to him. He obviously has work ethic because he's, he's made all the money, so he's earned it. But I don't really need to hear about that. And they got, like every town has their nut people and professional hobos and all that kind of thing. But when you go up to a nut job and harass them constantly with a camera in their face, eventually they're going to do exactly what nut jobs do. Whether you want them to or not is not going to matter. Okay. And that's what he did for clicks with them two nutty people that live next door to him. Now, if you want to send people because you fear for the kid or you fear for animals or just in general, you got some guy on drugs living there and he's doing stupid crap. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But he didn't do it exactly for that. He did it for the clicks. He has what he says many times, a $400 lawyer. I've seen $20 lawyers. I've seen, much more expensive lawyers than $400 an hour. And when they have a client, I'll tell them the same thing. Stay away from these people. Shut up. Don't say a word. Don't incriminate or try to do anything that can be videoed, which is damn near everything these days. And he does all that. He also kind of tries to make it Florida with that shit. I got news for you. We do have our share of morons. There's no doubt of that. Okay. It's just like every other state does. People do stupid shit. What can I tell you? All right. But we also have many, many more people law abiding, keep their house decent, are polite. I see it every time I go to Chief. I lived in South Florida, which is basically lost. But when I first moved here, it took a while to get used to people just waving at me as I drove down the road. And you know what? I wave back now because they're nice people. I don't know them, they don't know me, but why not be friendly? It doesn't take much. You talk to some of these people. They may not state it as a Rhodes Scholar, but they'll tell you exactly what the problem is and exactly how to fix it. And why? Because they ain't stupid. And he has recently started saying more how the people of Otter Creek are actually, most of them are nice, 99%, 95, whatever he said. Okay? But before that, he made everybody in there sound like they were just stupid rednecks. And whether you want to believe rednecks are dumb or racist or whatever, I don't really care. That's your business. Okay? We ain't. We'll go out of our way to pull over and help somebody on the side of the road whose car broke down. We'll do all kinds of stuff. Okay. And like I said, he has started to say it more. But you know something? What he is doing is correct. The fact that he charged that woman, Mary, who again, incompetence or corruption, I don't know which one it was. It could have been a combination of both. But what he had her charged with, because she touched his back, that was petty, man. That was just petty. You know what? It may be your right not to be touched, but she's an old lady, and she did that. Are you kidding me with that? Jesus, grow up, dude. You don't need that. Okay? You act like you're their savior. You're just one person who is there. Maybe you woke some people up. That's good. There's nothing wrong with that. But all those people have to get together to save Otter Creek. It ain't just you. Quit acting like you are the end-all of end-alls, because you're not. You're not even close. With all your money, which, again, work ethic, no doubt of that. More power to you. You came up with some ideas, you implemented them, you made money. I'm happy for you. Okay? Believe it or not, I am. That's great. But nobody needs to hear that. If you give something to charity or do a charitable thing, keep your mouth shut. Okay? You embarrass yourself and the person you did it for, the people you did it for, because you act like you're the savior. Whether you believe that or not, or say that or not, doesn't matter. You act like it. And those people resent you for it. Even the ones who claim to be your friend. I guarantee it. I'm older than you and I'm wiser than you. And I'm going to tell you something. You can have all the legal rights in the world. It doesn't mean you got to use every single one of them. Trying to put her in jail or some foolish old man bowing up on you, which, that was actually funny because you bowed up on an old man. What were you going to do, hit him? You weren't going to do anything. You did that for the camera. You didn't charge him, but you charged an old lady. That's sad. Especially seeing as how you probably have enough against her in court without that. So, is the is what he doing right? I think so. He has the means, and he wants to go out and take out a guy that is obviously nowhere, should not be sitting in that seat for whatever reason. The Meeks down here don't have a good reputation. There's two of them, I believe, on a county commission. They pretty much got local politics under their thumb. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. But having old ladies, not arrested, but charged with battery for content. That's the only reason he did it. For content. He didn't have to do that. He could have put that on that she touched him. He could explain the laws. He could have done all that and let it go. A judge is going to look at that and he's going to think the same thing most men are going to think. That's ridiculous. And he has a lot of sycophants who will agree every single thing he does, and it's really not necessary. You don't have to act like a pompous freaking ass because you're doing the right thing. He's one of these people where I kind of call him look at me people. Everything about him is look at me. Look what I'm doing. If you want to solve a problem in a town or in your own home, it takes everyone in that home. It takes everyone in that town to do a small bit so the big bit gets done. It is never just one person. Ever. Maybe back in the old days when there weren't as many people. I don't know. I wasn't alive then. I'm alive now. And you're always going to have holdouts. And you're always going to have people that don't like you. People don't like me, I stay away from them. Because I probably don't like them either. And I ignore them. I don't go around to anybody who will listen and tell them how right I am and how wrong they are. Because I don't really care. There will be a lot of people who will disagree with this, and that's fine. That's your business. You're welcome to do that. I'm a little guy on YouTube. Makes a few stupid videos. Apparently in this day and age, nobody, because I don't have the followers. I don't know. I don't care. I can remember a day when you wanted to be a tough guy. You end up getting punched in the face a few times because you had to do it face to face. Now you don't have to do that anymore. I think that if you're going to try to do something for an entity like a town, even a small town, that you should do it as quietly as possible. And hopefully if it's a well thought out plan and a well thought out this and a well thought out that, it comes to fruition and helps everyone whether they like it or not. Okay. I understand the southern thought in a small town, the redneck thought in a small town. All these people come down here from up north and immediately they want to change everything. Well, he had a legitimate complaint. They were ripping him off. Supposedly, we'll find out in court. Okay, allegedly, they were ripping him off. No one should have to stand for that. I don't care who you are. Biggest mouth in the world, like me, or possibly the quietest person on the planet. No one should have to put up with that. And if they find that Russell did some of the things he did to people to help them on their water bills or this, that, and the other, I hope that son of a bitch rots in jail the rest of his life. I do. And I don't care who puts him there or how he got there. I hope that's where he goes. Okay, but you know what? Humble goes a long way. I mean, I watched tonight. He could have just went in with the WD-40 at any freaking time and WD-40 the hinges. They were annoying. Probably a lot more so than anybody really thought, because that's all you hear. And that noise goes through your head like a nail. But no, he had to make a big deal about Well, you know what? I think donating a can. Okay, great, good for you. Good for you. The fact he does charity is a good thing. The fact that he brags about it, I find kind of disgusting. I do charity. I help other people. I even help other people online when I can. And the first thing I tell them is, if you brag about this or try to thank me online or in person or out in town or something, I will never do it for you again. And I make them believe that, and they don't, because I don't believe in that. Now, he can believe what he wants, just like I can. And obviously, he makes a lot of money on his channel doing this stuff, so. But does that make it right, is my question. He could be doing what he's doing now without having old ladies charged with battery, okay? Without a screaming match with some moron who wants to park on his property, which, by the way, is annoying as hell, and I hate it too. Okay, all that stuff. He could do it without all of that and still do well. I don't know. Tell me what you think. And I really want to know. Prove me wrong. I would really like to hear what you have to say. The title of this will have his name in there somehow. I really want to know what people think. I don't think I've been disrespectful to him. I don't think I've been mean to him. And the only thing I ask is you're not mean to me. But you should be able to give me your opinion. And I would like to hear it. I hope. And then again, I may get 12 views. So, in the end, I guess it doesn't really matter. But I'm not looking for followers. I really want to know. Because I got to tell you, this thing and the way he's going about it kind of makes all of us down here look stupid. And I got to tell you, that is the furthest thing from the truth. You may not like how they talk. You may not like the accent. You may not like this. You may not like that. But in the end, we got just many smart people in Florida as they got up north or west or east or, some other country. And we got our share of dumbasses. There's no doubt of that. So just let me know what you think. Please be polite if you can. If you can't, then I don't really want to know what you think anyway, so whatever. Please have a good day. And always remember, it's amazing what you can do when you have no other choice. I'm Jerry, DIY with Jerry's Garage. And there'll be some more DIY projects coming up real quick. Some of them very simple. Some of them a little more technical. Some of them you'll either care about or not care about, or all of them, or whatever. But they will be coming. Thank you.